Monteberg Rally 2025, Priority 1, finish. Priority 2, have fun. Priority 3, fast. Hello all, welcome to the video. This weekend, myself and Andy Hollingham take on the Monteberg Rally in the Subaru. Since moving to Belgium, the Monteberg Rally is one of my local events, with one stage just down the road. Last year we finished 20th overall after a good run on our first time doing the event. This year we've got our mega seeding, my favourite number at car 18 out of 140 entries. Just behind the best in the West, Mr. Paul Litar, and ahead of him a good friend and neighbour of mine, Fred Favillo. The rally is made up of 11 stages, with stages held in Bussabum, on the Monteberg, and Mesen to here in Wijtschate, with 125 stage kilometres for us to get stuck into. With the Ep.5 rally, the climax of our year in around 6 weeks' time, the aim is just to drive for a finish. Easy to say now, not so easy when the helmet's on and the light goes green. It's really important for us to have a clean run this weekend, after doing damage to the car on the last two events. A big thanks to Bob and James for helping me out with the repairs when they were over for Salamander with Scott. It's so special to be doing a rally in my home village. It's quite a surreal experience. Really looking forward to what was my favourite event last year. Let's get cracking. So on Saturday morning we had the recce. Myself and Andy went and signed on first thing in the morning and then got started going over the stages. Nice to be really local in the area around where I live, so wasn't too far to go into Popperinger to do the signing on, get the road book and then work through the stages with the recce from there.
Typically, again, they changed the stages from last year. Not completely, some of the stages and sections of the stages remain the same, but we had to more or less write 80% of the notes from scratch.
We had beautiful weather, the sun was shining, clear blue skies, and it was a lovely day to be out in the Belgian countryside. So after the recce we came back home. Scott and Gary had been putting the final touches onto the car, just getting that absolutely ready before we took the car then away from home straight to scrutineering in the afternoon. Scrutineering of the car went really well, but we actually had a bit of an issue with our fire extinguisher for the service area. The regulations state that that has to be serviced every year, and that was news to me, so unfortunately it hadn't been serviced and we were a little bit stuck, so needed to get a fire extinguisher quickly. Fortunately Fred, my neighbour, helped us out. He put us in touch with Dimitri Lemacey, who actually works recycling fire extinguishers. He had one that he was willing to give us, so a big thanks to him for that, to get that to us at short notice, and then we presented that at scrutineering. All was well and good.
Again, still learning. One of those things, we'll add it to the list for next time, now we know, but the guys are really accommodating on the organising team, and the rally community chipped in, sorted us out with the fire extinguisher, and it just shows how helpful everyone is.
Well, on our way back to the workshop, past scrutineering, 2 good runs on the recce, notes are all good. I think we're ready for tomorrow.
Yeah, happy with the notes, recce went well, all good. We're looking forward to it.
Look forward to the beers this time tomorrow.
Happy days.
So Sunday morning we were up nice and early, fortunately just a short drive back into service for us. We had a short service in the morning where we bolted soft slick tyres onto the car and then headed out for the first pair of stages.
You can kind of feel the tension in the air. You see all the cars parked up, getting ready for the stage, helmets are on, people are getting serious. You can see the top cars warming up their tyres, their brakes on the road, the fans are there. It's about to get real, so you've got to go for it at that point.
Stage 1 was Bussabum. This stage was actually the same as last year's event, but they ran it in reverse. So it felt like a completely new stage. Okay, there was some familiarity, but for sure all of the notes were new. It was a new experience to try and find the speed on those roads in that direction. Stage I was a little too cautious, maybe just more leader playing in the back of my head a little bit, but the main thing was to get a clean run through there. I knew there was loads more to come, but it was a good solid start to the day. So then we went into the Monteberg stage. Half of the stage was the same as last year, so it was nice to have that familiarity. Certainly carried a lot more confidence through those sections and showed more commitment. We pushed on, found where the limit was. I can recall one certain area where I had a little bit of a lock-up. We managed to get the car stopped just in time. General, we had a good stage, another clean run through, and we were happy with our pace through there. So stage 3, Mesen Wijtschate. Mesen is Belgium's smallest city. It starts in the city centre. It's a really strange place to be. You're in a really built up area. The noise is echoing off the houses around you. You go off the start line and then you've got about 50 metres until you go past the police station on your right hand side as you go left past my local post office, and then you do a couple of laps around the city square. On cobbles as well, so slippery. A little bit of a fiddly start to the stage. We got through there cleanly, and then you are blasting through the city streets before you then turn off and head out into the countryside, and that's really where the stage starts proper. And it certainly gets your attention as you go straight into a really fast section. Probably best known for where Stefan Lefebvre had a massive accident a few years ago.
Into 5 left cuts, into 5 right long, in 50 past the farm, 5 left big cuts, 40, 6 left into 6 right, 50.
For me personally, at the start of Mesen, got lots of 5s and 6s, so it's difficult to kind of keep up with the notes in a sense. But yeah, they were working well, and it was nice to have a good run through there and just get that out of the way. But quickly become a bit of a favourite for us, especially the bit at the end. It's fast flowing, it's quick, and it's so enjoyable.
3 right cut late into 4 left plus. Ooh. 70, 5 right in at the hedge, and stay right for 5 left short.
One thing that we did find in the stage is that the pace notes were too slow, so we were finding that the speeds were much higher than expected in certain areas, and definitely we were losing a little bit of time because our notes were too cautious.
Into 2 right cuts, 40, 4 right over the finish. What up? That was awesome, that stage.
It's a fucking awesome stage, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hello Bill, how was the first loop for you?
Yeah, not too bad. It's a little bit of caution this morning. We just want to play ourselves in. After a non-finishing Morse leader, we want some maximised seat time here. So yeah, we've taken it a little bit steady, but really happy. We're having a lot of fun, so it's that's the main thing.
Good luck.
Thank you.
We have just finished the first loop, pretty good loop. We a bit of caution, a lot of learning to do. After what happened at Morsleader, we just wanted to make sure that we got through safely. So yeah, just finished the first loop, waiting to go back into service. The stages are awesome, lots of fun. We're having a lot of fun. Car's probably set up a little bit too soft, so it's moving around quite a lot, which makes it entertaining. But yeah, happy with that loop. All good from your side, Andy?
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. I'm just rattling off notes and hoping for the best.
Perfect, it's working so far, so we'll keep it there. So after the first loop, we were sat in 23rd overall, which we were pretty happy with. We knew our seeding was quite generous. There were certainly some guys seated behind us that I knew should go quicker than us. So to be 23rd overall after that first loop, I was really happy. So on to the second loop, and it was more of same again really, just building our confidence, feeling more comfortable in the car. We'd switched in service to go on to medium tyres, had a quick check over, and then went out and had a clean run through all three of the stages really.
How was second time Monteberg for you?
Yeah, really fun actually, really enjoying it. The car's working well. We've gone on a harder tyre now, which in the first one we lacked a little bit of grip, but now it's coming together, feeling good. And yeah, clean run, happy we're still here, we keep going.
Do you feel better after second time Monteberg for you after last year?
Yeah, a little bit, but they've changed most of the stages. So again, it's a lot to learn,
Good luck.
Thank you.
The second loop was consistent, the speed increasing all the time, and again, enjoying ourselves massively. Onto the third loop, and the second stage of that loop in Monteberg. There was one corner in that stage that I was really struggling with understeer on the two previous loops. As I came into it, I thought I'd try and cure the understeer by using the handbrake on the way in. That was a bad idea. The back of the car got out onto the loose and we slid off slightly into the ditch and bank, clipping the rear corner, and unfortunately, again for the third rally in a row, did damage to the rear bumper. Stage on the road section, had to pull over and make some roadside repairs just to stop things rubbing.
The third loop is done. How was it? Better than the last one?
The loop was okay. We had a slow incident on Monteberg Stage and we did some damage to the rear bumper. We didn't lose too much time, but a little bit of damage, which is a shame. But this stage is just amazing. It's a shame we're not doing this one again because it's probably the favourite stage, my favourite stage I've ever driven on. I love that stage, right next to where I live as well. So yeah,
I was going to say the same thing. It's a home stage.
Yeah, amazing stage. It's awesome. The rallying here is the best in the world. Just finished the third loop.
A bit sad really that we're not going to be able to do the Mesen Wijtschate stage again, because really enjoyed that one. We had a lot of fun in there. Had a little incident, we were missing a little part of the rear bumper, but other than that, all going to plan. So really enjoying it, having a lot of fun, and yeah, couldn't ask for more really. Andy, anything from you?
I think to echo what you said, Mesen stage is phenomenal. It just, everything works, everything flows. It's just such a fun stage, and if we could do that all day, I'd be quite happy. But yeah, back in service now, go out for the last 2 stages and see if we can just scrape into the top 20.
Fingers crossed. 2 more to go.
So going into the last loop, we actually found ourselves in a bit of a battle with the car that was seated behind us. Wijtschate de Boef in his Evo 10 R4 Plus. He was ahead of us by around 1 second going into the last loop of 2 stages. So we really wanted to make an effort to try and take that place off him in the last 2 stages.
Care for this next section. 6 left long, 100. And caution, 6 left over small cut and bump into 6 right over the bumps. Care 40, 4 right and 5 left it in. 50, past the trees, 3 left.
Went on a bit of a push trying to get that place, but we kept it clean and tidy, and we did take that position and give ourselves a lead of around 2 seconds going into the final stage. So 1 stage to go, just the epic Monteberg stage. Went into there with that slight lead, knowing that we would need to really push on.
Right, let's go to the bar. 10 seconds. Sounds good to me, mate.
We had a good start to the stage, but then unfortunately just a few corners into the stage, you had to brake in the middle of one fast corner, slowing for a junction to go left. Unfortunately, we broke too late on the fast right-hander, overshot the junction, had to stop, reverse. I think we lost around 10 seconds in the end on that corner.
Oh shit. Up the road, Bang it in reverse. Go straight.
Managed to recover it quite well and didn't lose too much time, but Bill went on a bit of a mission after that, and that was the fastest we've been all weekend. But it's just a shame that the stage time didn't reflect the effort.
Into 3 right, 60. 1 left cut.
We were pushing pretty hard for the rest of that stage, trying to make up the time. Unfortunately, couldn't make up all of the time. We dropped around 4 seconds to Wijtschate in the final stage. But we were still really happy to get to the end of the event. So from there we headed into the city centre in Poppelinge. They close all of the city square to have the podium and finish there. The atmosphere is incredible, it's such a picturesque place.
It's nice to speak to everyone, ask how their events have gone, see friends, family out there to support us. I know Bill loved having Micah and Lily there to support him. It's always nice to see that at the end.
You live in Belgium, so this is one of your home bases.
It is, that's right. I live in Wijtschate, so yeah, the Mesen Wijtschate stage was just up the road from my house. But first time doing those roads at this speed, absolutely love them. The stages are incredible, so a lot of fun, really enjoyed it.
Cheers then.
Having looked at the data after the event, over the last year or so, we've been really struggling with boost issues. We've got an issue with the actuator, which means that we were really quite down on boost for the event. We're putting all of our efforts into trying to get that turbo issue sorted to make sure that we're at full performance for the Ep.5 Rally. I need to say a massive thank you to Scott and Gary for their help with running the car. They have put in a lot of hours and a lot of effort to helping me out run the car, and it's massively appreciated. So next up for us in the Subaru is the Ep.5 Rally. That is the big one. Before that, we are busy. So Scott Barnes is out in his Peugeot 106 for the ORC Canal Rally, which is in just a couple of weeks' time, and then also the Wervik Rally, which runs a couple of weeks before Ep.5. So a very busy few weeks for the team, getting the Subaru sorted, out twice in the 106, and then Ep.5. As always, a big thanks to all of my partners for their continued support this year. I hope I can do them proud of me for rally.